Welcome to Dope Talks KE with your hosts Mudhoni
and Warigawa Kemani,
where we aim to bring you nothing but dope conversations
on the regular.
Yay, a whole new month, 1st of November. Here we are.
Yes, guy.
Yani, we have 68 days. No, sorry, 60 days to the end of the year.
To the end of the year. Right. 30 plus 31.
Yeah.
60 days.
60 days.
Sijaiangalia camera hivi. So I'm feeling like sort of shy. I'm used to that angle. But anyway, I'm good.
Okay,
I'm
you can
good.
adjust a bit.
Okay.
You're good?
I'm okay. Hata watu waone sura from this side.
Yes. Sio kila siku.
Wanaonanga tu pa. Na thayo.
Na thighs, Thailand. You know, they say Thailand is also a good holiday destination.
Yes.
Yay.
Oh, wow. Are you trying to say pass? How have you been?
I've been good. I've been great. I'm just excited that October has ended. I'm excited that the year is coming to an end and that we are into a new month. I don't know. I always feel giddy and excited about the first of every month. It feels like opening a gift. So you are quickly looking to see what is in store. I'm optimistic about this month.
Okay. Wow.
Yes. Scorpio season. Watu wa Scorpio.
I don't know what to say. Imagine about October. For some weird reason, most of my friends were complaining October was harsh on them. I don't know why it was harsh on them, but it felt. But what I'm feeling, also the inflation is really affecting us in a big way.
It is.
It is affecting us. Hata wenye wanalipo na dollars. Okay, maybe wenye wanalipo na dollars wanafurahi because the exchange rate is good. But towards last week but one, a client alifanya makosa kuniekea pesa kwa dollar kwa Kenya shillings account. Converting that cash to dollars, and I had to pay in dollars. Was a mess. Total mess.
So did you incur the charges, or who incurred, or you split?
I'm yet to figure out how we'll do this.
All the best.
Yes.
All the best.
It is painful.
Yeah.
Because the bank, I had to call the bank. If you pay, like if I pay from my Kenya shilling direct to the account I want to pay, the bank is charging me 130.
Wow.
No, unless I go to the counter,
do
all the whatever. Quite something, but inflation in Atuchapa, and it's not here only.
It's all global.
Over. Yeah, it's all over.
But I think also there's this might sound painful, but there's an element of an attitude of gratitude we also need to have, or have been even fostering, and even ensuring my state of mind is in a grateful state. Because like for example, something as small as, I remember cooking oil, because you normally buy in bulk 20 liters upwards. Cooking oil at some time was retailing at 7,000. Cooking oil is retailing between 4,000 and 5,000. So things are things are coming down.
All the
same as tissue, you know, those things that were costing much, but then we are always like, things have gone up, vitu zimepanda, things have escalated, but when things are coming down, you're like, you feel like it's also like obvious ni lazima, you know, but we don't take it into cognition that it's not obvious.
Yeah, but I was telling someone today, kama tuli survive COVID. Someone say this, because you see, COVID was bad.
Yeah.
It was harsh. COVID was like, you don't have.
Yes.
Either wambe jirani ka whatever, how you'll survive the next week. Because you see, for those who are, their salary was cut.
Yeah.
Hakuna no option.
Yeah.
But to live by whatever. So, whatever situation everyone is outside there, I believe we'll all conquer it.
Yeah.
And let's wait for this government 100 days out zimeisha my brother.
not just the government.
Yeah.
You see, like now also I think again in the month of October there was a shipment we received from Ukraine for wheat because so chapati zetu Christmas at least, you know, you might add 1 or 2 or something because we don't produce as much wheat. So you see, like those things, if you're able to look and see like, okay, things are getting better. Products even from Ukraine, zinakuja tu, you know, pole pole. And then you're also hearing a few things will be reduced. It's not instant, or I think I'm still lingering in the hope, you know, in the air of hope. But I think, it's gonna be all right, you know.
Happy new month.
Happy new month. Yeah.
And I pray November will be a beautiful one. I'm sure some people maybe wameshaanza sherehe. Kuna wengine wanafunganga job mid-November and tupatane January. Yeah. But happy new month, and I hope it will be a beautiful month for everyone.
Yes.
Even if it won't be all that, at least pick something.
Yeah.
Pick a blessing.
Yeah.
Make someone smile. That's a blessing as well. Yeah.
You know, speaking of blessings, I've been praying, not only myself. I say that the most hopeful people are farmers. Because anytime when I'm in the county, I find or we see land has been tilled and prepared for the coming rains.
Yeah.
Warenga lands have been prepared from August. People have been waiting for rain. So the earth has been hard. Like, you know, it has been bloody hard. So yesterday, although I was a bit late, we had to lime the soil to reduce the acidity. So after that, we saw a bit of drizzle. We're like, okay, it might slightly go to waste. But then now in the evening, we had again mabati, small part of the rain. We're like, oh, okay, so I told God, thank you. Then it stopped. So when I was going to my room, it again, like I just went singing praise, you know, like I was like, open the floodgates of heaven, let it rain. Warenga in 5 minutes, it poured. I was like, thank you, Jesus.
A good pour.
It poured a good pour, you know, like here we are everywhere, because even in church on Sunday, we still prayed for rain, you know, like it has become, you know, those necessities, even when you're in church. Let us pray for rain, let us pray for rain, let us, you know. So now that the rain is here, so now my prayer is, may this rain just, you know, provide life and not death. Because we are saying,
like pouring, like
proper rain, but it doesn't cause death, because now we've seen countries where the rain has caused deaths. The flooding has caused again another disaster. Yani tupe tu kiasi, you know. God cheza tu kama wewe, you know, and to also reduce the famine. Yani things have been hard, because today I had a conversation with a colleague. Then he was like, you know what, it's a good thing it rained, because now being in the service hotel industry, somebody begins asking, I'm going to go spend and there's no food. Now I think, and I am expecting people to now go out and spend. The rain is here. Food is going to be there.
Wakenya tu kuna siku kosangi excuse like I don't know who's coming out with this rain.
I know.
There's always like a excuse mahali.
But imagine tokeni nje.
The season is here. So you guys, I know you'll be flooded with business.
Amen. That's what I'm telling you. I'm so optimistic. Like I think yesterday for me was a high ending the month, and then now even waking up, it smelled so good. The birds were chirping.
Did it rain in Nairobi?
I don't know. I don't.
Because when I vile niliingia county, there was that freshness.
Yes, welcome to Sakaja's county.
Exactly. There was at least it felt a bit cooler.
Yes.
Than past days. It's been very.
It's
hot.
been too hot.
Yeah. Now when you come to my county, it is worse. Okay.
Hey. You guys need to pray. Tumetoka huko zizi. So you guys endeleni na maombi, tutasambazia.
But I guess people who receive rain, because at times it can really pour in Nairobi. By the time you're hitting our county penye tu imeanzia, dryness all the way, and you're like, where do I live again?
It's unreal.
God ako kwa throne bado.
I know in all situations and all circumstances.
So we hope for the best and all.
Yeah. Anyway, so back now, or rather, as we head to our topic, I've been excited about this topic as well, because we're actually going to talk about friendship. You know, and also I think if we have the strength, God give us strength, we'll talk about friendship this season. So like today, Waringa, what does friendship mean to you? What is the meaning of friendship to you?
I guess for me, friendship is when you and another partner, you may be the opposite sex or same sex, when you both have the same support system, like it's I scratch your back, you scratch my back. It doesn't have to be on the same level, but we are doing something for each other, and we all have a common goal. Kinda when it comes now to friendship, like I'll be there for you, you'll be there for me, I'll support you, I'll hold your hand, we shall love each other, we shall cry, we shall do all that stuff. And also you're adding value to my life, and I'm adding value to your life. I guess that's all about friendship for me.
Yeah, basically in a nutshell.
In a nutshell, that's
that
what
is
friendship
that
is
is
all
it.
about,
Yeah.
But let me make you kidogo. Before we continue this topic, last week we spoke about customer service, and then when I was seated over there today, I see there are two people
Where?
in court. Reporting each other because of fighting over a client. So the question was, do you guys fight over clients?
Wow. Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, you know, this being a woman as well, you tend to move about in a conversation. I think we also had, thank you Liz Mugo for coming through, and thank you for everyone who's been commenting, you know, been sharing the content as well. Liz, Nona, ukona mafans kibao, they came and they came through.
Fans. They came through for us, by the way.
So I think we'll find for you space. So
a space
somewhere here. So I think I also that seeing the support she also received, and even the engagement we had was really beautiful about customer service. And then you remember when we left here, when we went to have our lunch, the way we were like, oh wow, you know, like I think after having the topic in the conversation we had, we were more mindful or noted the aspects of, you know, customer experience and customer service. Because when we got in at the gate, it began there.
Actually, Nika ilikuja na upako.
You know, after the episode with Liz, because from the gate, we're like, these guys welcomed us so well.
Actually, it's a good shout out even to give them the guards at ABC place.
At ABC place.
You guys are lovely.
You know.
Even at the parking, the guy who was trying to engage us, they were so lovely, and they really accommodated us well, welcomed us well, as in they're just nice people.
Yeah, and I think even after that conversation with Liz, I kept now looking for, am I satisfied as a customer?
Exactly.
Am I providing satisfaction to my clients? How am I clients experiencing our service? Like it was quite a wonderful episode.
I had a weird experience in between the week. I was ordering some flowers to a friend. Then I just asked this florist or whoever she was, kindly call the person and ask if they are in the office, or we send them tomorrow. No. You need to pay first for us to. I'm like, I've just requested.
Wow.
Kindly call this person.
Wow.
We need you first pay for the order.
Yes.
And then we'll confirm. So I'm like, what if she's not in the office today? As in,
we can.
Didn't I just cancelled? Even those flowers didn't go to wherever they were going to. Like I just nilimwambia to disregard everything, disregard the order. And actually, when I was talking to her, I was doing mobile banking to her number because I was on my. What are they called? On my Bluetooth as well. Then you're telling me first pay. At least
first, I'm so sorry to your friend who was meant to receive flowers,
but they didn't. But also it has a twist to it. Maybe it was God telling me it's not a must you send. CSI, just leave at it.
Yes. Yeah. Anyway, look for the positive side of that, of that engagement.
I guess it kind of saved me because when I thought about it, I'm like, do I have to?
Ni lazima. Did you have to?
The person I was sending is someone I've been looking for a while. And
you see, everything falls into place.
So, But that florist, Aline Kasirisha, yet she has very beautiful flowers, and it was my first time buying from them. So,
You know, I'm so sad we can't name and shame these
I
people.
know.
Because I know I also have instances when I've let down people.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, thank God. Yeah. But then I remembered also the product Liz had mentioned.
Yeah.
Like, you know, was she expected the treat, you know. So I saw a friend of mine with a similar outfit from the said place. So I asked, how was it for you? She was like, I got it as a gift. So I asked the wife, how was it acquiring the said item?
Yes.
It's like, it was hell. I'm like, what?
I know.
So it seems, you see, it's not one or two people. So it seems like there's like a story
There's
behind
like a
the
story
brand.
Behind the brand. And
But anyway,
people,
let's do better.
let's do
Even
better.
as we will try. We
Yeah.
promise we will
Yeah,
try.
I'm not perfect, by the way. Pia me, there are times I just cast it and maybe you pattern me in my best mood. But let me say, I really try to separate my mood swings
And the
client
business.
and the business. I really
Yeah.
do try, because you see, at the end of the day, this client is the one who's paying my bills. Like, I'm depending on them.
Yeah.
So you have to be in your best behavior.
Yes.
Yeah. And then the service industry is very sensitive.
It's so sensitive.
It's so sensitive.
Especially, yes, because we are selling something that you can't touch.
Exactly.
So you first need to woo me in. Then once I'm inside.
Yes.
Yeah. But anyway, back to our topic about friendship. and your
and their
friend,
minds all over.
and your friend not receiving the said flowers. So sorry. I'll try and convince her to get them back to you. Anyway, I think the reason I was excited about this topic is we have seen so much conversation, you know, about mental health and people feeling lonely. You know, like all these tend to revolve around relationships. And as human beings, and even the Bible says, man shall not, you know, man shall not. Yeah. So we actually crave this whole companionship aspect. And doesn't matter whether it's male or female. It's like us. This is a friendship. But then if there's even something more towards that, well and good. Yeah. So I think even like this week, actually yesterday, two of my good friends were celebrating their birthday. So I was so happy for them, because I sat down and, you know, when you sit down and even begin praying for your friends, remembering how far you have come. So like one of them, I actually remembered, we've known each other since high school. So since Form 1, imagine.
Wow.
Know each other since Form 1. And we even in high school, we had a friendship. It might not have been tight, but we were good friends. And then now, even in our adulthood, it's when it's even stronger. You know, like
the bond is tighter.
it is thick. You know, and I'm loving it, considering where we have come from, and then to where we are now. When you look back, you're like, where? Thank you, you know, like, thank you for this far. And even like yesterday when I was giving her a shout out, I was like, thank you for loving me and mine. Because one thing is, if I'm going, I'm the person, by the way, you need to tell me how many people I can come with. Because like for her, you know, I can tell her, you know, twende kuna mpango, you know. Like if I'm having something to celebrate, if it's for myself, or if I'm celebrating a friend or someone she knows, that person might be my friend, a friend of a friend. But that person is my friend, but it's I'm like, yo, come through. She always comes through. So even like she celebrates my friends like her friends. So for me to, like yesterday, it was just teary-eyed for me even talking to her.
Nice. What's her name?
She's called she's called Eva, and I think Eva Kambe. So I think even the reason for me yesterday, even thinking about her and taking time to even, you know, first I spoke to her on phone before I posted her, but the reason that I went this far is because I think at some point in my life I felt like, I can be too much. I know. I know.
Modern is extra, my people.
I can be too much. But if I love you, me, I have loved you. If I don't like you, I don't like you. Yeah. So like my too muchness is not too much. Like I'm even learning, I think, as I'm going. Like I am, like they like me as I am. I'm like, okay, thank you.
Me, I guess my too muchness, let me put it's a new word for us, too muchness. I guess
you're much and then another level of much.
Because I'm that friend who will love and love to death. And at times I feel like when I love and love and give my all, it sort of chase people away as well, because I've experienced that, and then it comes back and affect me. So you remember when we started this year, we were like, we need to be intentional in our relationships, in everything we do. We just need to need more. And as we receive more, we are also being more. So and on my side, I was like, should I give more or should I wait and get more? So I decided, you know what, let me stick to my corner and just, I'll appreciate you when I need to appreciate you. I'll be there when I need to be there for you. But it has turned against me. Reason being, I guess I even, I posted in some group and I was like, this year has been the shittiest year for me when it comes to friendship. Yeah. Friendship, like friendship has really messed me up. Mentally, let me put it like that. And I remember there's a time which I shared with you. And I was like, you know what, it's okay. If you're not intentional with me, I won't be intentional with you. So as you asked what friendship means, is both of us, we are both intentional. It's not one-sided. And I was like, you know what, si lazima. If I'm giving you 100% and you're giving me 50%, digi hota. Because you see, I've been that person who's giving 100%. I've been that person who's pangaing for stuff for people. Like, hey, Modoni, you know what? Next week, tunaenda nini. I'll give you everything, nini. And you guys are ready? Nikulipa tu ama niku. Like, always calling out people for gigs, for meetups and all that. But when I stopped,
it just died. Now,
and I was like, it's okay. I guess I'm also growing in friendship. Mbaka, have you ever questioned yourself if I'm toxic?
Now, I have for you, if Warenga is toxic.
Ama, ile tu, you're just seated down. I'm the toxic one and I don't know. You know that kind of feeling. That actually, it made me judge myself harshly. Like, maybe I'm toxic or something. And I was like, let me just pull back here, see? And see if maybe I'm the bad one. And probably if I'm the bad one, it's okay.
But then I think
because I believe no one is perfect here.
No one is perfect. But I think what I've also been doing on my end is, because I was in actually that season, that's what I'm saying, I'm learning to see who of my friends, I'm not too much, or rather I don't feel like I'm a luggage to them. So it has taken me, I think that was my phase between 2019 and 2020. I was in 23 years. It's taken me 3 years. So by the time I'm telling you, I'm in a state of feeling okay. You see, I'm having friends who are constantly reinforcing, reaffirming me, like it's okay. Like that part ended, So I'm like, okay. Like there's a movie by Madia. I've forgotten the name of the movie, but it was among her first plays. When she's able to categorize people, she says people are either leaves. People are either branches, and people can be roots. So it's for you to identify your roots. And then also still having conversations and even engaging with people. I try and find where, where do I fit? How do I box you? And it's taken time. Because for me, I've learned friendship from my parents.
And it's pouring.
I hope it is pouring. It's we are celebrating prematurely because when I was coming, the sun was out. But anyway, I've learned the aspect of friendship from my parents.
Oh, nice.
My mom has I always say I have 2 moms.
Yeah.
And my dad knew he had 2 wives.
Oh wow, that's beautiful.
And
actually.
my mom's parents knew they had 2 daughters.
Yeah.
So my mom's best friend I have an auntie, but my mom's best friend was even like, in school when you'd be written like next of kin contacts, it was her.
Oh wow.
Because like that's how they've known each other. They've known each other since the 70s, mid 70s, until now. Their friendship has gone through their single days. Yani venye my mom angekatiwa na my dad, my auntie was the one who would make the chapos, you get. Because and even to date, my mom will call her, yo Lucy, unapika chapo, kuja nipikie chapo. And then I was like, are you making for me mokimo? To this date, they actually even call each other. So what are you wearing? You'll find them together looking like twins. And then they are so short. It's so cute. I kid you not. They're so short. It's so beautiful.
Maybe
that is them.
Don't dare.
Don't.
Attack. Because you'll be attacked.
And they even look alike. You'd actually see my mom, Lucy, and actually think she's my mom. They even look alike. Their friendship has gone through marriage. My mom got married. Then Mama Shiko didn't get married. Their friendship has gone through loss. Mama Shiko lost her only daughter. My dad passed away. They've still been together. When my grandparents passed, my mom's parents, she was like recognized like another daughter. Like Yani by the time, so I've been able to see their friendship. And even growing up, I'll tell my friend, for me that is what molded for me what friendship is. My dad also had a similar friendship. So even when he passed away, my dad passed away in August last year, 2021. His friend had passed away in December 2020. So he buried him in Jan. So we normally say, it seems like Arthur called dad. Like ayo mzee kuja, like it's it's happening here. So for me, that's how I've been able to look and view friendship. That is what has shaped or molded me in knowing what friendship is.
Which is beautiful, learning from the people who are close to you. I've also seen beautiful friendship with my folks, like their own BFFs. And also my dad lost his good pala. And till today, it affects him. Because every time we go home, my dad will just speak about him. That is Baba Shiko. And it's like you look at them, even the way they're not on the same level, but those two people, you wouldn't separate them, or you wouldn't speak ill about the other. And I always liked how they protected each other, which was very beautiful. My mom also had a very good pal. She lost her as well. She passed on years ago. And if there was friendship, like, what are you guys eating for breakfast? That mama had a hotel. Mandazis were on her. Every other day. Like, you can never, when they do stuff together, they'll do stuff together, go for those women guilds, and then the beauty about it, they meet opposite us.
So it was just a slow throwaway.
Exactly. So akibako nasikia tu mmoja ameanguka, come on a chapa story, and actually Josie, I was thinking about their friendship, and I was like, wow, how is my mom? Because you see, then I didn't know like what she's feeling and all that. And I just sat down and thought to myself, I'm like, but this woman has been affected big time.
Yeah, they are.
But since they don't know how to let it out, our parents are not expressive as right now. They mean, ukinikosea maybe nitakamni kusho ama nini. Ama
you'll find an outlet.
Exactly. I'll find an outlet anywhere. Our parents are stuck to either their partners or children. That will be their outlet. And I thought to myself, but their mom lost her friend. Did I ever ask her how she felt? And I was like, wow, maybe one day I'll have a conversation with her about it. Because I'm like, these people were so tight. And then when she passed on, actually, then my mom started now fighting her cancer thing. So you can imagine the cycle of things. And then now, till now, because right now, I can't tell you who is my mom pal. By the way, I've never seen any at home. When she moved to Sigona, I guess things became kabisa. I can't really tell who is their friend, by the way. And I sit down and question myself, how is she surviving? Like, how is she mentally?
That's a bit hard because but I always say, even for us, that's, there's a mentality we have, even for us guys, tukionana tumeonana. We don't put in the effort.
Exactly.
We don't go the extra mile. Like now, by the time what I've seen, how my mom operates, even from her friendship, my mom lives on Gong Road. Mama Shiko lives in Mweki. She will find her way here.
Yes.
Like when she'll find her way here. When my mom will find her way there. The time when she was in India, taking care of Shiko, my mom would find her way to go look after Mama Shiko's people. So it is a priority. It is how have you umepangaje huyu mtu kwa maisha yako. You get, because and that's where we go at fault. That's why I'm telling you, at times I like the way my friends know my too muchness. I like, no, it's not too much, it's good, it's okay. It's okay. Like they actually even go further and put in the effort. So even us, like I'm challenged, like you've mentioned about your mom, I at least make sure I do not want to be in such a space. So I make sure like I'm planting everywhere. And interesting enough, Warenga, even when you go through your phone list, so many, like even studies have been done, so many people, but we are so lonely at the end of the day.
Very true.
And I don't want that. Like every time I take stock of even, like, at least I don't think a day goes by without me talking to somebody like I care about and love. I think now, because of even our different priorities and our different stages in life, I've now been able to understand we're in different stages of life. So I'm able to know and not even take it. See your personal, you get. But at least we'll make that effort to catch up with the different people.
But it gets to a point where you're like, yes, you're trying to be there for not even their checkup. Like there you say you have to check up on someone. But do they do the same to you?
Imagine they do.
No, for me it's worse.
So
actually there's a time I even told Liz, man, ama tu niachane tu na watu papa. No. You just hang in there and just
you need to do a life audit. You seriously need to do a life audit,
because it has really affected me. Then Liz is that person of lakini Warengo nakuanga na nguvu. Then I'm like, you see makaona niambia nakuanga na nguvu. Like, okay, so but anyway, along the way, in as much as I've been hurting, I've also been gaining. Because I've gained beautiful friendships and we've made merry and we've been there for each other.
But also don't also consider it a loss, because for me, I remember
actually it's not a loss, it's a lesson kinda also.
Loss. Don't consider it because by the time you're feeling that hurt, you might be feeling it from a point of loss. Like you are shedding, you are grieving that. That's what I'm saying, loss. Don't think about it from a point of loss. Just sit down and look like, oh, okay, so this part, like, and then the worst part is Facebook memories and Google photos that constantly keep like it's on your face. Like it's been so painful because I remember I've made memories with some people for years, and it's core memories, and then Google doesn't help by showing me those memories, but I go and I'm like, okay, like that has gone, or that tumefika hapo, hiyo matatu stage huyo ameshukia hapo, so I'm like, but within that period I've enjoyed that ride. So I sit down, I'm like, that for that purpose, wali serve that purpose until
and you enjoyed the moment.
And I enjoyed, and that by the time I'm telling you, nowadays I even enjoy the moment. Like even times when I spend even with friends or even loved ones, I'm rarely on my phone. I'll probably take one or two, but then after that
Yeah.
This
Yes.
for me is it.
It's
Yeah.
I guess also it comes down to seasonal friendship, I guess. I guess everyone is in your life at a particular season, and then either they'll come back or wataamua washukia hiyo ndio stage, tumeshuka, and I'm done, dusted, and I'm done. If they come back,
Well
it
and
is
good.
okay.
Yeah.
It is okay.
Now, at least on a, let's have some positive. I've told you, me, I'm so optimistic and positive. Nothing is dampening me. On a positive note,
Yeah.
what are some of the highlights of the good friendships you've had?
I guess more are on the time spent, because as you've said, the way you can spend time with your friends and you just forget about your phone and forget like everything. Those are the highlights. Like just having a good chat with your friend. I love deep conversation. I'm those people who really love the deep, meaningful conversation. Just having that conversation, it's like a reset of your life, or a reset of just something. And those have been the most beautiful moments that I've had with most of my friends, actually. Hanging out, taking that trip to I don't know where, and just living life, enjoying life, and knowing that you're not in this shit alone. Pia kwangu vitu zinaendelea hivi, and you being able to pour out your heart and knowing that there's someone who sort of understand you, it means something. It really means. So for me, those are my highlights. And also even just having that someone you can tell and tell them, man, Aki, sijisikii kuongea lakini niache tu ni vent.
Yeah.
Just having that outlet of venting, it means something. There's actually another pal of mine till to date. Anambanga Warenga DMC. I'm like, okay.
What is DMC?
Deep meaning conversation. Anambia, okay, so it's about to go down. Ata come and then we'll just have a very nice chat. Ata ikwangi ati kola manini. There's a platform for it.
Yeah.
And we'll just have nice conversation. You feel me? Are you feeling like una feel Kenya na feel? And then we'll just have a good chat like for hours. And after that you're like, wow, I spoke to someone. And in between those conversations, you even talk about something you didn't know it was affecting you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And once you're able to check that out, you're like, wow, that's a good friend.
That's a good friend.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can say in between those friendship I've had, I can't say like alinibo or something. It was something beautiful. We'll share, even like maybe those who have kids, we'll have our kids together, do stuff together, and it's just wow.
It's I think like for me, quite a number of even episodes in my life help me be grateful, or even a highlight in terms of friendship. So I'll name a few. So there's a friend of mine. She's yellow. She's so cute. She's so pretty. She's called Wangari.
Yeah.
So I remember when Wangari was getting married years back. During her bridal shower, I hosted her bridal shower at my place. So during her bridal shower, her sister-in-law was like, now you know Wangari is going to get married, and then now things will change, you know, life will happen.
Yeah.
I told her, now where Wangari goes, I go. Her people will be my people. You know, they thought it was a joke.
Yeah.
This is me years later. Like Wangari and I enjoy good times. And to the extent that I remember there's a time I was going through a breakup. It wasn't because of a man. Okay, there was a man involved.
What was the breakup?
I'll tell you, there was a man involved, but there was also a friend in it. Like, there've been a number of those. So in one episode, now that time, I remember I told Wangari and her husband, you guys, you come for worship night. You know, in church you can cry, and that time people may think it is a spirit, but you're letting things out. So they came for worship night. And then after worship night, I'm thinking I'm being dropped at the stage. I go home. Surprise, no. They went, they bought me junk food, they bought me ice cream. Then they took me to their place. They told me there is wine. You are staying here for the weekend. They took care of me.
Wow.
I've had friends who have covered my shame. Like there's a time I didn't have a job. So, and my friends are like, we still want to enjoy nice things with you. 20, so they would take me to there's a time 8 months, for 9 months I didn't have a job. I was bawling. You'd think here I am. Those ninis of, I'm seeing jobless people here having iPhone 14s.
Yes.
My friends took care, like, let's go. We need your company. We just want you to be there. So I'd go home and feel, that I lived life. That was in 2016. My friend, life was good. And then now also, again, another incident, a friendship incident that went the other way. I was so broken about it. I was really, really broken about it. So one of my friends actually paid for me for therapy to just go and talk. By the time I'm telling you, I can go on and on. I'm taking stock and I'm grateful, like for these people who have stood, I'm surprised. I'm like, oh, wow, like I remember, Eva, I'm so sorry. Like even Eva, when we were burying my dad, her mom had passed in April. My dad's funeral was on a Tuesday. Monday night, she made sure she's finished her work. So she was being picked, I think, in the wee hours of the morning. She was like, I need to make it. I need to make it. And then I was like, so when you look around, I have moments when I think about my friends, it brings me to tears. Wangare's family have been forced to adopt me, I know what you mean. That's what I'm telling you. I'm not, I thought I was too much. I'd been made to feel like I'm too much. But I have friends who tell me, no, you are not. Like this, we like this, and I'd even decided to take a pause on even, when you go and celebrate friendships on social media, mtaachana tu, I'd even stop because
friendship
hashtag friendship goals, all that thing. I'd like taken back, but I was like, you know what, no, my social media is also like my diary, and this is like, if I can shout about it until the day I get a billboard to post, this will have to do for now.
Wow. That's emotional actually. I'm even feeling like I'm such a tiny baby. But that's
that that's what I'm telling you.
I guess after this dagisi tafuta gene. What's your parent gene?
That's
like cool those emotions.
My emotions, don't worry, we will cool them down.
But anyway, when you talk of that, I see myself in those your friends. And that's why when I say I'm overwhelmed because I'm tired. Because I don't receive it back. And I'm trying to think of someone who's held me down. I guess my people who've held me down have held me down in seasons. Yeah. One day they're there, the other day they're not. Yes. So I'm sorry if you feel maybe you've been that person for me and I don't. I'm speaking from a genuine part. Because I give too much, but I guess also I've also tried to lower my expectations. Because whatever I give to people, that's what I expect back. And when I don't get it back, I push them away.
That's what I'm saying. You need to do a life audit.
Exactly.
That expectation, by the time it took me 3 years, is because of having such expectations. And it's painful. Let me tell you. It hurts. But by the time I sat down and I'm like, okay, you call yourself, me, myself, and I, we are having a board meeting. It's because I was like, hey, I'm not, something needs to give or something needs to change.
Though even when I think about it, I guess the person who's really really stood out for me, even when I've bitched about her, is Liz. Yet she's family. Liz is family.
Yeah.
But I guess our friendship has gone beyond family. Liz, how will I put it? there are some days I've been so mad with Liz Ile. Like,
I'm done with you.
Done with you.
I don't want to see you.
I don't want to see you. And at that time, maybe I'll be bitching to someone else. But at the end of the day, Liz doesn't care.
She'll show up. And you're seeing how cute and happy she is.
She'll still show up. And I guess she's the person who's really like held me down.
But you know,
yes.
But
I have beautiful friendship with someone like Wanjeri as well, who's, can I say she's seasonal? Seasonal in the terms of, and her being seasonal means it's me who pushed away. You get?
Yeah.
Like, there are times I really go through shit, and my way of dealing with it is pushing people away. And I'll push people away. I really push my friends away at times. I'm like, you know what? I don't want shit. You'll call me, I'll look at your call, and I'll just ignore. So someone like Wanjeri has stuck with me from when Shiko left the country. And she was like, you know what? I've left you together.
Sort yourself
out.
Yeah, adios.
Yes, and bye. And it was such an emotional time for us. I didn't know Wanjeri, but we all had a common friend who made us, but they have to be friends by force.
I have left you, just the way Jesus said. I've left you the Holy Spirit.
Exactly. So I have beautiful friends like Wanjeri. In and out. But if there's one thing that has made our friendship last, it's because I don't care whether we are having a rough patch. I don't care if we've not been talking, but I'm here. I remember like when Shiko, sorry to say this, when Shiko lost their dad, I guess for a period when Jerry and I weren't talking, na si ati tumekosana or anything, it was just that space.
Everyone is in their space.
Let me tell you, just because we wanted to be there for Shiko, we had to stick together.
Yeah.
And I love that about our friendship. No matter what, when, like, kama tuko down, I'm coming through for you with my everything. And I love people like Wanjeri because I'm that soft person, and Wanjeri is that person who will wake up and throw a fist on your behalf, which is beautiful. And I've had beautiful friendship. I can't question. Another one is Pesh as well. Pesh, we can tunaweza kata 1 month bila kuonana, but when we catch up, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Shiko as well. Like they're very beautiful people outside there, in as much as they are seasonal and all that, but to name a few, I have like 5 people who've held it down for me. Like, wataacha kila kitu and
show
you
up.
know what? And show up. Yes.
Do you know, like, I think people normally say that the greatest miracle Christ ever did was that he had 12 people by his side. But then from those 12, Jesus then later on had 5. Then from the 5, he had the 3. And that's what after this, go sit down, think, go take yourself for a retreat, think, because
no, but I'm at also that point of sorry to say I've rushed mikono. You know what?
It's also for you a season, so it's okay.
It's
like
a season for me. I'm like, you know what?
Go
it
assess.
is okay.
Yeah.
I've really assessed myself, like a serious assessment, and I'm like, you know what? I'm pressuring myself. And I guess that's the reason why nilisema, you know what? A taste of flowers. Si lazima.
Again,
Ouch.
to the recipient of the flowers.
I know.
We are sorry.
Yeah, nilisema, you know.
Yeah.
It's not si lazima. Because you find yourself, the reason why I'm hurting, it's because I'm still trying to do more. You get? Yet I can't stop. And once I stop, I like, it gives me peace.
Yeah.
Because even after, when I stopped there, whatever, I was like, oh, but there,
you didn't feel like anini.
I didn't feel like, oh shit, I need to look for
you
another
need to go
vendor
further.
or something. No, but I guess I'm also trying to just say as it is. You know what? Have you been there for me? Am I struggle with this relationship? Sio lazima. It's as simple as that. And hata ukinipigia, oh, I need you to come through for me, and I will still come through for you 100%. Yeah, but I'm not going an extra mile of it's me looking for you. It's me. What?
Waringa, again, after this, go sit down.
Yes.
I'm so serious. Go sit down and assess.
Yeah.
Because again, I'm turning 34. So, and meaning we're about to exit our youth bracket. And I keep looking forward, and that's why I'm always excited for every new month. I'm like, okay, what have I learned? What am I? And even for my friends, I'm able to take stock. And it has taken me a while. I'm able to take stock. By the time I can sit down and name for you, I can remember incidences. I remember, and it's not that I also don't go over and above. I also go over and above. But at that moment, like, I'm able to go, like, it's not about me going over and above. It's even how they have made me feel. Like, I leave that space having felt safe, having felt seen. And the greatest thing, like, human beings want is, have I been seen? Like, Sazingin, I remember there's a time when I'd gone off social media. Hey, my friends are like, yo, Kibinda, what's up? Like, I'm not seeing you. Are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. No, there's something, because I was too silent. You can't get me either on social media. You're not getting me on phone. You can hear my tone. So they even check up. So I feel, okay, fine, I'm okay. So I'm even now more intentional on even reaching out. I'd given up, but I'm like, okay, fine, let's pick this up. There's this orange that says, like, okay, let's do this. Unatembea tu peke yako,
But I also think, also with friends, you see, you can't be friends with people if there's no love. And I feel it's also a high time your friends should know what's your love language.
Yeah.
Like, who are you as Mudhoni? What does Mudhoni like? Nikishinda nikim call. Am I overstepping? Maybe you don't like being called all the time. Yeah. I guess it's also a good thing for friends to understand your love language.
But it keeps evolving. It's never the language I will have today. If it's quality time, maybe next time I want, I want gifts. Or maybe, and that's what I'm saying.
But that's what I'm saying. You see, like, for me, quality time is enough. Maybe during my birthday, I love flowers. Flowers is enough. You don't have to take Missy to an exotic place.
Take her to an exotic place.
Mkipanga bash. For what?
Tutapanga bash kishash.
It's not my thing. But just a tiny gesture means everything for me. So I guess it's good to understand your friends. Nikki Wedaga, like, what do you want for your, have those conversations of, do you think I'm capturing? You
don't need to have that conversation.
Yeah, learn them.
You will actually, because of being like this, you will understand,
Yes.
you will know, you will feel it, or you will even see it. Like, common sense needs to be applied, our intuition needs to be applied, because I come ask you, so and then no, I'll have seen. If I'm your friend, I'll have seen. Like, or you'll have said something, so it will be stuck in my mind. Waringa likes flowers. Exactly. I will practice, I will know. Or nowadays, like, I even ask a few of my friends, so what do you want for your birthday? Like, tell me, like, penye nimefika sasa, mambo ni mengi, masaa ni machache.
Exactly, but
like,
it's very true.
And they actually tell me what it is.
Liz has a habit of sharing with me very expensive stuff. I'm like,
like, come back to my budget. but they at least understand.
Okay. But at least I know in a lifetime I owe her something.
Yes,
something good,
yeah.
And maybe worth her taste or something. But
if I'm with you right now, I know quality time it is. So I will make sure I give you the time. If it is words of affirmation, like, probably you've gotten a promotion, like, there are some friends, like, even Karambu, like, you should hear Karambu affirms me. Like, I remember even when I was still doing biashara, like, she even made me change my name somewhere. She was like, it's H and I, you know, it's Modhoni Kibinda bracket, H and I. I was like, what does H and I mean? It means high net worth individual. I was like, you know, like,
this is what I needed.
You know, like they words of affirmation, I have it. If it is this, I have it. And I even know where to, you know, like I've known where to go, where it, because you can't get everything. But for me, I'm just grateful. Guys, thank you. If I call you friend and you call me friend, thank you.
Yeah, it's good. And I guess everyone maybe who feels Modhoni's vibe, you've been appreciated in a big way. And it's a beautiful, friendship is beautiful. At the end of the day, it is
whether amazing.
It broke up, whether we are mending things, whether we are still friends, it's still beautiful, because you need them. You need them 100%. You cannot do this life alone.
You can't. No man is an island.
Exactly. You cannot do this life alone at all.
Is an island.
Yeah, I guess
no man is alone.
We spoke about friendship a lot, but I would also love to hear the male version of friendship, which hopefully we will.
We must. Warenga, we must.
Yes, we must. Yeah. Say to me, you mean mini boy?
Apana, uko na plug.
Niko na plug.
Uko na plug.
Wacha niombe wapatikane.
Waambie wapatikane.
But it's I'm looking forward for that one, because I know male friendship is kind of weird as well, but I love their bro code.
Yeah.
They just come through without questions, without I don't know, so many rules.
No, you saw the meme that said, before we log off, the meme that was talking about the women and women plan trips. Men, we are going to Vaja Sawa. I'm buying the drinks, I'm doing the nyama, I'm doing the fuel, I'm doing transport, I'm bringing the girls.
Sorry, Krisha.
Done.
Number one, what do we need?
But that's okay. That's what makes us. Okay. That's what makes us beautiful. Anyway, guys, thank you.
At least we share costs.
We know how to share costs. Yes. We are not dating. Anyway, guys, thank you so much.
And we love you all.
And we love you all.
Thank you so much for the love that we've been receiving. As in, nowadays we are getting over 50 likes. You're like, yo,
thank you. We are counting baby steps. You know,
But it progress so much.
Progress, not perfection. That is my nini for my mantra for the month. Awesome. Progress, not perfection.
So it's been amazing. Thank you so much.
And we'll see you guys next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.